tear up the rim shot. I'm going global, coast to coast like my G.I. Joe present. I've yet to see a Cobra. So off my rocker, got me sipping clubs.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, passing may be at a premium, at least for one side. The Eagles are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Giants, who will need to solve that secondary.
It is a snowy and blustery day in the city of brotherly love as we welcome you to Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is Jalen Richard looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Mariota now on second down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down throw for Mariota. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now a second down throw for Mariota. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. Mariota now. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Or these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. First carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
All right, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Go, over.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up fourth.
Now, that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3 and out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. So on fourth down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Here's Mariota. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. And that'll be incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. Early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Eagles will have the football at the 20-yard line. A handoff to start out the drive. It's Pumphrey. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
He'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a toss play. This is Pumphrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw here. Looking deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Black. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. On 2nd down, Mariota again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
No. Jay, Patriot. Here we go now. Let's go.
They start on the ground with Pumphrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. 4-6 defense. They were daring him to run the football. They ran it. A little football 101. Take us through what the 4-6 defense is, Charles.
So what you're trying to do with your big defensive front is cover the interior offensive lineman, the center, and the two guards, and make it difficult if you even want to think about running.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling, right? The right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you. You got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Mariota. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Play clock winding down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a play fake here on first down. Airing it out deep for Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Again, it's Pumphrey. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
They'll set up a throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Damon Harrison. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Donnie Jones now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Now Mariota. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
All right, here we go. 3, 19.
Back to throw here. Looking here for Smith downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Adams. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Do you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Giants on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. They go play action. Mariota. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball. Does the big boy have the juice? The 40, the 30, past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Everyone felt like this game was over, but to be able to stay in it, put together a drive, score a touchdown, that's got to be a positive for them.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The Giants on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Return there, call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And his throw here's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 2nd down now after the incompletion. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. To throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Let's go. Watch it now, Barney. Gun.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Here's Donnie Jones now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Mariota on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Second down, Mariota. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's sharp. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Giants on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Black. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Mariota to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that. And that's why they're able to get to him on it.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown. But I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Mariota again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 3-19. 3.
They're going to look to throw. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. No, a heck of a move.
Man.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. And to give this time to the tailback. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the third sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line. Knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And out now come the Eagles. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the third in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, look at 56. All right, now, look at 56.
He'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Donnie Jones now. He's been terrific so far. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at the 20. He can't get him down. 21 yards. Well done on the return. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Second down, 8. The play clock's running down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 1. And that's going to make it third down and 10.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. To throw is Mariota. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
He's going to let this one go deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Landon Collins. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead stand.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. It's Pumphrey on the toss. as he runs into a brick wall. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Back to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Eagles are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Time running out here on the play clock. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11. Play clock winding down. Mariota from the gun on third down. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Black. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taking it about the 16. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They begin the drive with Pumphrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down following the run. Now a toss to Richardson. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Five yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flushed out right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Set. Green 39. Gun.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to try and go deep again. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And now out come the Giants. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 14. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got room. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 84 yards. And the Eagles get a score closer.
I know they were looking for something, anything to go their way. That's a pretty good start for them right there as they try to mount a comeback.
Maybe the film session a little bit more palatable, something positive to talk about.
A little bit. That's a big-time return. Anytime you get a punt return for a touchdown, everyone has to feel just a little bit better.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bifema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. The play clock's running down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit. Even though I'm not rooting for either team, that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. He got 29 yards that time. Well, it's one thing to complete that pass on a nice sunny 70-degree day, but in these elements, that's a tough thing to do.
It is, and let's just put the whole thing together, not just throwing the ball. Trying to protect the quarterback now.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now a handoff here to his running back. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. Play fake. Mariota. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down.